Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today's video is super exciting because it is my first ever makeup declutter. I've decided to take advantage of some of this self-quarantine time and go through and deep clean all of the areas of my home. I'm about a quarter of the way through, but I started with my makeup station and I realized shortly after that my lipstick organizer is completely out of room. So I'll be starting my declutter series. There are many more coming with all things lips. A, because I'm out of room, and B, because I don't have the same attachment to lipsticks that I do to other parts of my collection, like say my palettes. I actually filmed this yesterday. I filmed the declutter and forgot to do an intro, so here I am. Hi, I hope you enjoy this video. I will go over at the end everything that I got rid of. If you enjoy it while you're watching, please be sure to give this video a thumbs up and let's go ahead and get into it. All right, I went ahead and I just split up everything into categories. I'm going to be starting with the liquid lipsticks just because I have so many of them. Before pulling over the liquid lipsticks, I wanted to show you guys, I do have 4 lip products that are currently in my 20 in 2020 project pan. I have a NYX Butter Gloss as well as a Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick and 2 from Jeffree Star. These aren't going anywhere, so I'm gonna put them back in their bin. I've never filmed a declutter before, so let me know what you guys think of this layout, this setup. I plan on doing a lot of declutters in the near future. I thought we might as well start with the hardest thing first, which is my Jeffree Star Velour liquid lipsticks. Not that I have an extreme attachment to them, I just have a lot of them. I went through a hardcore phase of loving liquid lipstick, and because Jeffree Star's formula is so consistent, it stays on really well, it doesn't slide all over the place, it doesn't transfer. I started buying so many, but now I haven't purchased one. I'd say it's been at least a year, and some of these need to be decluttered because there's just no way that I'm going to get through them all. The only reason why I am tempted to keep the majority of them is because they are eye safe and I know I can create looks with them, but I don't do that often, so I have to stop using that as an excuse. So let's get to swatching and go through some. I grabbed 2 of my favorites. Gemini, you can't even see the writing on anymore. I love this shade so much and it used to be my go-to. I also really love Celebrity Skin, but that one's in my project pan. It is getting a little dry, but I'm still gonna keep Gemini around. This one is definitely safe. And then I'm Shook, which is like a deep matte coral. Those 2 are definitely staying. I had to move them because they were sliding everywhere. I'm gonna grab all the purple ones. So You Better Work, Clout, and I believe this is one of the ones that changes to like a glitter formula after a while. Scandal, No Tea, No Shade. Okay, this is very dry. And then Hi, How Are You, which is kind of a fuchsia-y. I wonder if that metallic will come out. That didn't dry all the way. Of these, I think the 2 I want to get rid of are No Tea, No Shade, and then also Clout. I don't see myself wearing that anytime soon. And then this one is just way too dried out, and I think I've had it for too long. I'm going to do the pinks next. So I have Calabasas, Flamboyant, also feels dry, Jeffree Who, Watermelon Soda, which I've definitely had for longer than this one, and it does not feel as dry. I guess you could say these are the pinks and the corals. Of these, I think I'm going to declutter Flamboyant. I have 2 reds, Red Drum and Designer Blood. I think I'm going to keep both of those. This one is called YSOTP, and then Triggered. And these, any of this glitter flip formula was purchased as a set. My husband gifted it to me. Karma, which I've used before and I really liked it. I only used it one time though. Can't Relate. And then First Class, which is a gold, and I have used this on both my lips and my eyes before. Of these 2 are the ones I'm going to get rid of. Karma, I'm just going to remind myself to reach for more often, as well as the Can't Relate shade. I think I like that one and I just never reach for it. I have 5 Fenty Stunna lip paints that aren't going anywhere. I love all 5 of these. I don't use the black as often. I just don't reach for black lipstick all the time. But occasionally, I think I used it for Halloween the last time I used it. I'm keeping all of these. Next, I have all of my Stilas. As you can see, I have a couple that are just baby sizes. Let's do those first. I think those are just samples I've gotten. Bella, I'm pretty sure this is very dry. It's actually hard to open. Yep. That one's going in the trash. It is so dried out. Patina Shimmer. Patina is one of my favorite shades. I'll show it in a bit. That is the shimmery version. And then Perla, which I think is too light for me from what I remember. I don't want to try it on now. I'm not going to declutter it just yet. Maybe I'll try it out soon. I have Patina, which is one of my favorite liquid lipsticks. You can see all the streaks through it, but this is the old formula. Like I said, I just don't reach for liquid lipstick as often as I used to, even though I love this shade. That's what it looks like. I think I'm going to force myself to declutter this though and just buy a new one just because I know how old it is. Carmelo I regularly reach for. It is a little light for me, but I do pair it with a lip liner usually. Ferenz I also regularly reach for. And then I have Aria as well as Fiery. I think the only shades I'm going to get rid of are Patina and then the pink shade Bella, I think that's what that was called, solely because they are so dried out. I'm going to leave these here. I'm not going to swatch as many of these. I should mention, I washed my hands extremely well before filming this video. I know this time is when a lot of people are very conscious of germs and washing their hands, especially with this virus, but I did take precautions. So of these little guys, these are all from BUH. And these are ones I've gotten through Beautylish, and they're all this metallic type of formula, and I never ever wear them. I just don't really like the formula. I do have one that's just a matte shade, and then I have another one of a metallic formula. I think I have a duplicate in here somewhere. I'm not going to wear any of these, and I am getting rid of all of them. I just do not like metallic lips. This shade from BUH I really love, and this is called Petal de Rose. I've worn it a bunch of times on my channel, and it's also the lipstick I wore on my wedding day, so no matter how old it gets, I will probably keep it around. And this is the rest of my liquid lipstick collection. George from Lawless is not going anywhere. This one I still reach for on a very regular basis. I got these through work. They were gratis. They're from Zoeva, and I have two of these. This one, I can't even see the name of it because we have a green dot that we use at work when we get gratis. This one I'm keeping, and then the other one in my purse I'm keeping as well, just because they're new products to me. Two from Smashbox. This is the Always On liquid lipstick. This is Stepping Out, and then I have a metallic one called Rust Fun. These get so incredibly dry over time. I love the packaging and the way they have a teardrop doe foot. It makes that Cupid's bow so easy, but look how dry that formula is. It's like dragging it across, so I guess I'm gonna get rid of both of these. The rest of these. This is from NYX. This one is just a liquid suede. It's in the soft spoken shade. I don't reach for that often, but it is pretty. And then these two are both new to me. This is called Color Bomb. It's from Aveda. It's a liquid lipstick meets a lip gloss kind of thing where it's not completely matte. I am gonna keep this. And same thing with this Nabla one. I love the component. It's so pretty. This one is in the shade Eve. Both of these are safe. This is the Melt liquid lipstick that I love so much. It's in the shade Golden. It looks kind of green right now. I don't know how it's gonna look on the camera, but it is a really cool shade for the fall. ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip, and this is in Make Believe. This I'm gonna keep. And then from Too Faced, this was just a little sample size in the shade Sellout. This might be pretty dried out though. It's not too bad. I think I'm gonna keep that one. These are all my lip liners. I'm gonna go through them real quickly, but I think I'm gonna keep all of them. And I don't think there's any I'm gonna wanna get rid of. Urban Decay, this is the Naked 2. That's one of my favorites. These two from Bite, you can see the cap fell off of one of them. They were on sale at Sephora and I threw them into my cart. I do think these are kind of dry, so I'm gonna set them aside for a swatch. Through the rest of these, I don't see any I wanna get rid of. I have a lot from Aveda because I used to work there. And this ColourPop one is another favorite of mine. This is in the shade Another Round. Swatch the Bite ones. I think I'm going to keep both of those, so I'm not going to declutter any of my lip liners. Getting into lipsticks, I have 5 from Aveda. I used to have like 20 Aveda lipsticks, and shortly before I left the company, they reformulated their lipsticks. They used to be in these silver components, and I had like so many of them. So now I only have 5, and these are all not very old. I'm just going to show the colors on the bottom, but I'm going to keep them and remind myself to reach for them more often. And then I have 3 from Kat Von D. I have one called Ludwig that was in a previous project pan, and I just have the teeniest bit left, so I'm not going to pull that one out. I'm just going to use that one up. This first shade is called Aussie. I want to swatch these because I'm not sure how dry they are. And then I have Cold Blooded. That one seems pretty dry. Might need to be worked a bit. That has glitter in it, and I know I won't reach for that. And then Double Dare. I think I'm going to get rid of this middle shade here. Two lipsticks from Flower Beauty that I love and use often, Cinnamon Crush and Spice Petal. Keeping those. This is new to me from CoverGirl. It's the Full Spectrum lipstick in Baby Bite. Keeping that one as well. I also just showed this in a recent video, my 5 from 5 brands. Fenty Beauty You Dig. It is a bright blue periwinkle shade. Keeping this one. And then I have 3 from Bite, and these have been around for a while. I have Meringue, which I use quite a bit, but I haven't reached for it in a while. This I got through a Secret Santa, one of my old coworkers. It's a dual-sided lipstick. There's a gold glitter on the other side. It's still dirty from the time that I used it. Still swatches pretty well. I think I'm going to clean that off and I'm going to keep that one. And then this I just bought over the summer. This one is called Orange Fizz. So I'm going to keep that one. The last section of random lipsticks. I'm trying to not make it too loud. I have 2 of these from Wet n Wild. This is Mochalicious, solely bought because of Raw Beauty Christie. One of them was in a project pan, and then I still have a full size one that you can see I started to open at some point. Wet n Wild's cruelty-free status has been kind of wonky, and I purposely have not been showing them on my channel or purchasing from them, so these I'm going to declutter. This I got forever ago through Birchbox. I haven't seen much else from this company. I don't know even about their cruelty-free status. That looks pretty gross on the side there. That's going. And then the only other one that I think I could want to declutter from this is from Jeffree Star. It is the only bullet lipstick I own from him. It's in the shade Androgyny. I just remember this being way too matte and drying for me. Like, I'm dragging it across my hand right now, so that one is going. And these 4 I'll be keeping. I have JK Magic from Charlotte Tilbury, Spring Roll from ColourPop, Milk Skills, as well as Urban Decay. This is the Stark Naked. Those I use pretty regularly. Getting into lip glosses next, I have 2 of the Gloss Bombs, Diamond Milk, as well as Fenty Glow in the full sizes. Those I'm keeping. And then I have the 5 minis that were in that tin that I keep my lip pencils. These I purchased around the holidays last year, so I'm keeping all of these. Something stained my hand. I don't even remember what was there, but I've tried to rub that off. It's not coming off. 2 of the Bite Beauty French Press lip glosses. I have another one of these that I haven't opened yet. These 2 are Flat White and Dirty Chai. I use these regularly and I'm keeping those. These 2 from Stila also are safe. You can see one of them was gratis from work. The other one I purchased. Pink Slip as well as Golden Parachute. Those are both new and I'm keeping those as well. Honestly, I don't know how many of these lip glosses I'm actually going to get rid of. I have So Juicy Plumping Gloss from ColourPop that I'm keeping. Essence Shine, Shine, Shine. It's kind of gross the way that looks on the bottom, but I've only used this twice. I used it recently in a video, so I'm keeping that. And then I have the Dose of Colors. This is the Desi and Katie collab with them, I believe, but this is called The Most, and it's really pretty. I need to reach for this more. It's got like this pearlescent shift to it that's really pretty. These 2 are fairly new to me. This is from Stila. It's called Shine Fever Lip Vinyl. It's kind of broken up, but I've only used it like once or twice. I want to say I've really only had it for a month, but it doesn't look very pretty. I guess that's more like a liquid lipstick, but it has a glossy finish. I'm keeping that. And then this I also recently purchased. It's from Milani. It is called She's All That. Keeping that one. Yeah, guys, I'm not getting rid of any of my lip glosses. Marc Jacobs. This one is called Changes. Of course I had to have this because of the Bowie reference. I don't often know what to pair it with. It is really cool looking. And then these 2 I've also had not longer than I'd say 6 months. ColourPop Ultra Glossy in Glass Lip, as well as a Lime Crime Wet Cherry Gloss. This smells so good. This one is in Bitter Cherry. I'm keeping them. And then the rest of these are all random. I have a couple minis, and then I have like lip tints and lip plumpers. Not too many of them to go through. 2 mini glosses. One is from Marc Jacobs. This is in the shade Sugar Sugar, which I believe is like a cult favorite. And then I have one from ABH. This one is called Toffee. I should probably just throw them into my work bag so I remember to use them. I have this this from Josie Marin. I got this as part of a set. It's supposed to be a tint with a lip plumper. It's called Embrace It Honey. It does tingle a little bit. I used to wear it as a lip primer or just as a base. Probably getting a little bit dried out by now. I have to admit, part of the reason why I've kept it is the bee on the front. If you watch me normally, you have seen my bee necklace. My name, once we got married, and my last name starts with a B, so it has a meaning to me. I'm gonna keep this one around. If I don't reach for this one more often, then I will discard it. I started this like super cutthroat and now I'm not getting rid of anything. These two from ColourPop are new. I got them sometime around the fall, maybe early summer. They're the Just a Tint. These are lip crowns. I have Give Me S'more as well as Cherry Pickin'. I'm gonna keep both of these. This is from Flower Beauty. I bought this at the suggestion of a guest at Ulta. She was raving about these, so I purchased one. This is in the shade Sangria. I believe it's supposed to be like a mask, like a lip mask with color. You can see I still had the cap on it. That comes up and it's like a thick balm. It wasn't very comfortable the one time I tried to wear it with my makeup. Like it was a little bit too thick, but I may start using it at night as a treatment, even though it's tinted, just to give me a little bit of moisture. I'm gonna keep this around just because I haven't had it for very long. This I got through FabFitFun. It was a part of their edit sale and it was sold as a set with a pumpkin candle because this is like a pumpkin-y kind of color. I really only bought the set for the candle and I reached for this like one time, I think just to show it in that video, and then I never used it again. You pump the top and then the color comes out. I don't reach for this much, but maybe I should try it again. I have a hard time getting rid of things that I haven't really given a fair shot, so I'm gonna keep that one. This is the Peach Puff from Too Faced. It's a diffuse matte lip color. It's called Peach Into the Choir. I really like this formula. I didn't see a lot of people talk about them at the time of the launch, but it twists up and the color comes out. You can see mine's a little dirty because I put it on top of other lipsticks before, but I really like the color and I like to add it to other things or just by itself. And then I have 3 other products. So I have, my hands are just a big mess right now. I have from ColourPop, this is a Lippie Sticks in Ain't Bad At Ya. Really pretty for the summer. It's from Bite Beauty. It's a similar formula in Glace. That one feels a little bit drier, but not dried out. And then this is from Milk. It's their Kush Lip Balm in the shade Nug. First of all, I love this packaging. It's magnetic and it's just like a neutral toned lip balm. It adds just a hint of color. I'm gonna be keeping that one as well. That's it. That's my collection. I will see you guys in a second to go through everything I decluttered. So how'd I do on my first declutter? You'll have to let me know in the comments. I hate getting rid of makeup. I say that all of the time. When it comes to my palettes and my singles, when I get to that portion, I am going to be so embarrassed because some of my singles are like 15 years old. If you guys want to see that next, let me know, or I could do another category like my face products or whatever else you want to see. Let me know. When it comes to this declutter, I tallied everything up. I got rid of 21 products. 7 of them were minis, 14 full sizes. I know I didn't get rid of any glosses or lip liners. Lip liners, I feel like I have a decent amount and I can make them work with other products. And then when it comes to the glosses, many of them were new to me. If I find there's something there that I am not actually using, then I will go ahead and get rid of it. Maybe I could do mini declutters. For the 2 types of products I did get rid of, 16 of them were liquid lipsticks and then 5 of them were lipsticks. So I'm pretty proud. I think this was successful. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see me and more of my remarks, please go ahead and subscribe. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you and I will see you soon.